Imagine sitting at your dinner table cutting into a juicy piece of meat, only to discover later that what you thought was nourishing your body is actually making you weaker, slower, and even increasing your risk of serious health problems. Shocking, right? Well, the truth is, not all meats are created equal, especially for seniors. Some cuts and types of meat can silently damage your heart, your brain, and even your bones. But don't worry, today we're uncovering the 4 meats seniors should never eat, and the 4 meats they should enjoy more often to stay strong, sharp, and energized. Before we dive in, let me ask you this. What's your favorite type of meat? Beef, chicken, pork, or maybe fish? Comment below, because I'd love to know what lands on your plate most often. And stick around until the end, because I'll be sharing a golden smart lesson. A powerful takeaway that could completely change how you see meat forever. As we age, our relationship with food changes. Our metabolism slows down, our bodies process fats and proteins differently, and our nutritional needs shift. What might have been fine or even beneficial when we were in our 30s or 40s can turn into a risk in our 60s, 70s, or beyond. Meat, in particular, is a double-edged sword. On one side, it's packed with protein, iron, zinc, and B vitamins, nutrients that seniors often need more of to maintain muscle mass, bone strength, and energy. On the other side, certain meats are loaded with saturated fats, sodium, preservatives, and even toxins that can worsen heart disease, high blood pressure, arthritis, and cognitive decline. So the big question is, which meats should seniors avoid, and which ones should they embrace? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. And I promise, by the end, you'll feel more confident about choosing the right meats to fuel your health instead of silently harming it. Quick reminder, if you find this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It helps us reach more people who want to age strong and stay healthy. All right, let's get into it. We'll start with the 4 meats you should avoid at all costs. Some of them might already be in your fridge or freezer, and you might even think they're harmless. But once you learn what they're doing to your body, you may never look at them the same way again. And pay attention closely, because I'll also drop little questions along the way. I want to hear your experiences in the comments. Ready? Let's go! Meat to avoid. Number 1. Processed deli meats, ham, salami, bologna, and turkey slices. If you've ever grabbed a quick sandwich with ham or turkey slices, you probably thought you were making a light and easy meal. But here's the catch. Deli meats are some of the worst offenders for seniors. Why? Because they're usually packed with sodium. A single slice of ham can contain over 300 mg of sodium. Just 4 slices in a sandwich could push you past half your daily limit. For seniors, too much sodium means higher blood pressure, water retention, and an increased risk of stroke. Nitrates and nitrites. These chemical preservatives keep the meat looking pink and fresh, but in your body, they can form carcinogenic compounds linked to colon cancer. Saturated fat. Many deli meats, especially salami and bologna, are high in unhealthy fats, which clog arteries and accelerate heart disease. Now think about this. Seniors already face a higher risk of hypertension and heart disease. Eating deli meats regularly is like pouring gasoline on the fire. Do you still keep deli meat in your fridge for quick meals? If so, let me know in the comments, because after this, you might want to rethink it. And here's a key point. Processed deli meats don't just hurt your heart, they can also weaken your muscles. The excess sodium can dehydrate your body, which makes it harder for your muscles to function properly. And for seniors, maintaining muscle is one of the most important parts of staying independent. What to do instead? If you love sandwiches, Try roasted chicken breast or turkey breast that you cook yourself at home, slice up, and store. That way, you avoid the chemicals and cut your sodium intake in half. Meat to avoid. Number 2. Bacon and sausages. Now I know what you're thinking. Don't touch my bacon, right? Bacon and sausages are breakfast staples, and many of us have eaten them for decades. But here's the hard truth. They're some of the most dangerous meats you can eat, especially as you age. Here's why. High in saturated fat and cholesterol. Bacon and sausage are loaded with unhealthy fats that raise LDL cholesterol and increase the risk of clogged arteries. Excessive sodium. Just 2 slices of bacon can contain over 400 milliliters of sodium. Multiply that by 3 or 4 slices, and you've already hit a dangerous level before lunch. Preservatives. Just like deli meats, bacon and sausages often contain nitrates and nitrites, which are linked to cancer. Advanced glycation. End products. Ages. When bacon and sausages are fried or grilled at high temperatures, they form ages, compounds that accelerate aging, damage tissues, and increase inflammation. For seniors with arthritis, that inflammation means stiffer joints, more pain, and reduced mobility. Be honest. How often do you still eat bacon or sausage for breakfast? Comment below, because I'm curious to see if this is a daily habit for you. Now, some people might argue, but bacon makes me happy. And yes, food is about joy too. But think about this. Is a 5-minute burst of flavor worth risking a heart attack or making arthritis worse? What to do instead? Swap bacon and sausages for leaner breakfast proteins. Try scrambled eggs, Greek yogurt with nuts, or even turkey bacon. Though keep in mind, even turkey bacon can still be processed, so it's not a free pass. So far, we've covered deli meats and breakfast favorites like bacon and sausage. Both may taste good, but the hidden dangers are simply too big to ignore. And trust me, the next one might surprise you even more, because it's a type of meat many seniors consider traditional and even healthy. Quick question before we continue. If you had to give up one, bacon, sausage, or deli meats, which one would be the hardest? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm really curious. Meat to avoid. Number 3. Fatty cuts of beef, ribeye, T-bone, brisket, short ribs. Beef has always been a symbol of strength and energy, but not all beef is created equal. Cuts like ribeye, T-bone, brisket, and short ribs are delicious, yes, but they're also loaded with saturated fat. Here's why that's a problem for seniors. Heart disease risk. High saturated fat increases cholesterol, which clogs arteries. Seniors are already more vulnerable to heart disease, so fatty beef can tip the scale in the wrong direction. Weight gain. These cuts are calorie-dense. Extra weight puts strain on your joints, worsens diabetes risk, and makes mobility harder. Inflammation. Saturated fat also contributes to systemic inflammation, which is linked to everything from Alzheimer's to arthritis. And let's not forget, fatty beef often gets cooked on the grill, where it develops ages, those harmful compounds I mentioned earlier that accelerate aging. Do you still enjoy a ribeye steak every now and then? Let me know, because I want to see how many steak lovers we have here. Now, does this mean seniors should give up beef entirely? Not at all. But it does mean choosing leaner cuts, like sirloin, tenderloin, or round steak, over fatty ones. It also means watching portion size. A healthy serving of beef for seniors should be about the size of your palm, not half your plate. All right, we've already seen how deli meats, bacon and sausages, and fatty cuts of beef can harm seniors' health. But don't go anywhere. The fourth meat to avoid is one you might not expect. In fact, many people think of it as healthy, but for seniors, it can actually be harmful. Stay tuned, because in the next section, we'll reveal meat number 4 to avoid, and then start moving into the better side of the list. The 4 meats seniors should actually eat more often. And before we continue, tell me, of the 3 meats we've covered so far, which one shocked you the most? Meat to avoid number 4. Fried or breaded meats, chicken, pork, and veal cutlets. Many seniors think that if they're eating real meat, like chicken, pork, or veal, they're making a healthy choice. But here's the catch. When these meats are fried or breaded, they become a hidden health hazard. Why? High in trans fats and unhealthy oils. Deep frying meats in vegetable oils can create trans fats, which increase LDL cholesterol and lower HDL, good cholesterol. This combination raises heart disease risk significantly. Calorie bombs. Breaded and fried meats absorb a lot of oil, skyrocketing calorie content. One fried chicken cutlet can have as many calories as a small meal. Extra calories lead to weight gain, joint stress, and higher diabetes risk. Acrylamide formation. High heat cooking, especially frying, can produce acrylamides, compounds linked to cancer and cognitive decline. Even seemingly safe meats like chicken can become risky when fried or breaded. And for seniors who already process fats less efficiently, these dishes can sneakily damage the heart, arteries, and brain. Do you enjoy fried chicken or pork cutlets once in a while? Drop a comment below. I want to see how many of you still indulge in these classic favorites. What to do instead? Bake, grill, steam, or poach your meats. Use light seasoning, herbs, and lemon instead of batter and deep frying. Portion wisely. Aim for a serving about the size of your palm. Quick recap. Meats seniors should avoid. So far, the 4 meats to avoid are processed deli meats, ham, salami, bologna, turkey slices, bacon and sausages, fatty cuts of beef, ribeye, T-bone, brisket, short ribs, fried or breaded meats, chicken, pork, veal cutlets. These meats are linked to heart disease, high blood pressure, inflammation, weight gain, and even cognitive decline. Which of these 4 surprises you the most? Comment below. I'd love to know which one you eat most often. Now that we've covered the meats to avoid, it's time for the good news. There are plenty of meats seniors can enjoy safely and healthily, and they can actually help. Build and maintain muscle. Support bone strength. Keep energy levels stable. Protect the heart and brain. Stick with me because these choices are delicious, versatile, and easy to incorporate into everyday meals. Meat to eat number 1. Lean poultry, skinless chicken and turkey. Chicken and turkey are among the most versatile and healthiest meats seniors can consume, but only when prepared right. Why they're great? High protein, low fat. Skinless poultry provides lean protein, which helps maintain muscle mass and supports bone health. Low in saturated fat. Unlike fatty cuts of beef, lean poultry is heart-friendly. Rich in vitamins and minerals. Poultry contains B vitamins, selenium, and phosphorus, all vital for seniors' energy, immunity, and cognitive function. Tip for seniors. Always remove the skin to drastically reduce saturated fat. Baking, roasting, or poaching is far better than frying. Do you usually eat chicken with the skin on or off? Let me know in the comments because this small change can make a huge difference for your heart. Meal ideas. Herb roasted chicken breast. Turkey stir-fry with colorful vegetables. Poached chicken salad with olive oil and lemon. Meat to eat number 2. Lean beef, sirloin, tenderloin, round cuts. Yes, beef can be part of a senior-friendly diet, but it has to be the lean cuts, and portion size matters. Why these cuts are good. Protein and iron. Lean beef supports muscle health and prevents anemia, a common concern for seniors. Zinc and B vitamins. Essential for immunity, energy metabolism, and brain function. Low in saturated fat, compared to ribeye. Lean cuts contain significantly less fat, reducing heart disease risk. Cooking tips: grill, broil, or slow cook. Limit portion to 3 to 4 ounces per meal, about the size of your palm. Avoid sauces high in sugar or sodium. Have you tried swapping ribeye for a lean sirloin? Comment yes or no if you're willing to try this healthier option. Meat to eat 3. Fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, trout. Fish is a superstar when it comes to senior nutrition. Fatty fish, in particular, are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are critical for heart health, reducing triglycerides and blood pressure; brain health, lowering risk of cognitive decline; joint health, reducing inflammation and arthritis. Tips for seniors. Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week of fatty fish. Bake, grill, or steam rather than fry. Choose wild-caught when possible for higher nutrient density. Quick poll. How often do you eat salmon or sardines each week? Comment below. I bet many of you aren't getting enough of these brain-boosting foods. And remember, mercury is a concern with certain fish. Stick to low-mercury options like salmon, sardines, and trout. Limit larger predatory fish like swordfish or king mackerel. Meat to eat number 4. Lean pork, tenderloin, loin chops. Pork can be part of a healthy senior diet when you choose the lean cuts and cook them properly. Why it's beneficial. Lean protein supports muscle maintenance and bone health. Vitamins B6 and B12 help with energy metabolism and neurological health. Low in saturated fat, when trimmed, keeps your heart safe. Cooking tips: trim visible fat before cooking. Roast, grill, or bake instead of frying. Pair with vegetables for balanced meals. If you enjoy pork, would you try tenderloin instead of bacon or fatty chops? Comment I will or not yet. Let's see who's ready for this swap. Mini recap for Block 2. So far we've covered meat number 4 to avoid, fried or breaded meats. 4 meats to eat: lean poultry, lean beef, fatty fish, lean pork. Each choice balances protein, vitamins, and minerals without the harmful saturated fats, sodium, or preservatives found in meats to avoid. Which of these 4 healthy meats are you most excited to add to your diet? Comment below. I'm curious which one tops your list. Golden Smart Lesson: portion control and cooking matters. Here's the golden lesson for seniors. It's not just about the type of meat you eat, it's also about how much and how you prepare it. Even lean meats can become unhealthy if portions are too large. They're fried or cooked with excessive oil or butter. They're combined with salty or sugary sauces. For seniors, a serving of meat should roughly equal the size of your palm, about 3 to 4 ounces per meal. This provides enough protein without overloading your heart or kidneys. Cooking methods matter too. Baking, roasting, steaming, or poaching preserves nutrients while minimizing added fats and harmful compounds. Avoid deep frying or heavily breaded preparations. They transform even healthy meats into harmful ones. Do you usually eyeball your portion sizes or measure them? Comment below. I want to hear how you control your meals. Meal examples for seniors. Here are practical meal ideas to incorporate the meats we discussed. 1. Lean poultry roasted chicken breast with herbs and lemon. Bake skinless chicken with rosemary, thyme, and lemon slices. Serve with steamed vegetables. Turkey stir-fry. Combine turkey breast with colorful peppers, broccoli, and a light olive oil drizzle. 2. Lean beef sirloin steak salad. Grill a small sirloin steak, slice thin, and serve over mixed greens with cherry tomatoes and balsamic vinegar. Tenderloin with roasted veggies. Roast lean beef tenderloin with carrots, zucchini, and sweet potatoes for a nutrient-packed meal. 3. Fatty fish baked salmon with garlic and dill. Simple, flavorful, and rich in omega-3s. Pair with quinoa or brown rice. Sardine toast. Use canned sardines on whole grain toast with avocado slices for a quick and nutrient-rich snack. 4. Lean pork. Tenderloin roast. Marinate pork tenderloin in herbs and bake. Pair with roasted Brussels sprouts. Grilled pork loin chops. Lightly season and grill, then serve with a side of sautéed spinach. Which of these meals looks most delicious to you? Comment below. I'd love to see which one you'd try this week. Additional tips for seniors. Combine proteins with vegetables. This ensures fiber intake, which supports digestion and heart health. Avoid overprocessing. Processed meats, sauces, and gravies often add unnecessary sodium and sugars. Rotate protein sources. Alternate poultry, lean beef, fish, and pork throughout the week to maximize nutrient variety. Hydration matters. Drink water with your meals to aid digestion and reduce strain on kidneys. Do you already rotate your proteins each week? Comment yes or no. Let's see how many are already following this strategy. Mindful eating. Slow down and enjoy your meals. One more golden tip. Eat slowly and mindfully. Take small bites, chew thoroughly, and savor flavors. Mindful eating helps with digestion and prevents overeating. Seniors often have slower metabolisms, so paying attention to fullness cues is crucial. Do you eat mindfully or rush through meals? Comment below. Your habits may surprise you. Why these choices matter. Long term. Let's summarize why choosing the right meats is a health game-changer for seniors. Muscle maintenance. Adequate protein prevents sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. Bone strength. Vitamins like B12, selenium, and phosphorus help keep bones strong. Heart health. Lean meats and fish reduce the risk of clogged arteries and high blood pressure. Cognitive health. Omega-3s in fish protect the brain and may reduce dementia risk. Inflammation. Reduction, avoiding processed, fried, or fatty meats lowers systemic inflammation. Which of these benefits is most important to you right now? Comment below. I want to see which health goal you're focused on. Quick engagement before the final block. So far we've covered 4 meats to avoid: deli meats, bacon, sausages, fatty beef, fried breaded meats. 4 meats to eat: lean poultry, lean beef, fatty fish, lean pork. Golden Smart Lesson: portion control and healthy cooking methods. Practical meal ideas and tips for seniors. Mindful eating strategies. Are you surprised by any of the meats you should avoid? Comment your biggest takeaway so far. I love hearing your thoughts. Before we wrap up, let's revisit the Golden Smart Lesson. It's not just about which meat you eat. It's about portion, preparation, and balance. Even the healthiest meats, lean poultry, lean beef, fatty fish, and lean pork, can lose their benefits if you overeat, fry or bread them, pair them with too much sodium or sugar. By keeping portions to the size of your palm and choosing baking, roasting, steaming, or poaching, you turn your meals into real health boosters. If you remember only one thing from today, let it be this: portion control and cooking methods matter as much as the meat itself. Comment "Got it" if this tip resonates with you. Putting it all together. A sample weekly plan. Here's how seniors can structure their week for optimal health. Monday, baked skinless chicken breast with steamed broccoli and quinoa. Tuesday, lean sirloin steak with roasted vegetables. Wednesday, baked salmon with brown rice and asparagus. Thursday, turkey stir-fry with peppers and snap peas. Friday, pork tenderloin roast with Brussels sprouts and carrots. Saturday, grilled lean beef tenderloin with zucchini and sweet potatoes. Sunday, salmon salad with leafy greens and a light vinaigrette. Which day of this plan would you actually enjoy most? Comment your favorite day below. I'm curious which meal gets the most love. Mindset shift for seniors. Changing your meat choices isn't just about food. It's a mindset shift. It's about asking yourself, will this choice nourish my body or silently harm it? Am I being mindful about portion size? Am I preparing this in the healthiest way possible?